Today we're visiting one of the most beautiful and popular hikes in all of Switzerland. And to get there, we'll be riding trains, buses, chairlifts, and the world's steepest funicular, which is going to climb straight up a mountain to a little car-free village called Stoos. From there, a couple of chairlifts will take us even higher, where the trail starts with non-stop views of Lake Lucerne and the surrounding Alps. It's one of the most scenic ridgeline walks in Switzerland, and honestly, the photos don't even come close to how good it is in person. So, tag along with us as we explore this amazing slice of Switzerland. Good morning, very early morning actually. We've been spending the past couple of days here in Lucerne, and what a beautiful city. We've had good food, kayaked on the lake, water from the street. You can check out a short for that one. But we've noticed that most of the big day activities here are Mount Pilatus or Mount Titlis, and they seem to be very crowded, very popular. So one of the things that we're going to do today is kind of get a little bit more out of the city and go on a hike, which is it's one of Switzerland's most popular hikes. So hopefully it's not too crowded, but it's called Stoos, and we have a very early connection to make this morning from Lucerne to Schweiz, which is where the Stoobahn is, also the steepest funicular in the world, which we're really excited about. But we got to catch a train really quick with the transfer to a bus. We have about 5 minutes to get there, so we'll catch up with you when we get to Schweiz.
So we've made it on the train to Schweiz. Like we said earlier, that's where the world's steepest funicular is. So we're gonna ride the world's steepest funicular, then a gondola, go across the ridgeline, back down the gondola, and then back down the funicular to the bottom.
And as Erin knows anything about me, when she said ridgeline hike, I just couldn't turn it down. So many moons ago, before we started filming our adventures for YouTube, we were actually in Hawaii, and I made Erin do a ridgeline hike for the first time. It was a little bit more intense than I thought it was going to be.
Intense. I cried twice.
There were ropes and cables and all kinds of things. It's called Three Peaks if you want to look it up. Hopefully today is not near as intense as that. After about an hour and 20 minutes or so of travel, we finally made it to the bottom of the hill. This is where we'll be catching the world record Stoobahn that will take us to the small car-free town of Stoos. Not only can you watch the funicular start its climb, but there's also some interesting history of the ones that came before it. This is public transportation after all, and people have relied on this to get to and from the town of Stoos.
Behind me is the world's steepest funicular, climbing 2,500 feet in just 7 minutes at 110 grade. If you didn't know, a funicular is a train car that operates on the side of a mountain with a cable or a rope. This one's really cool because not only is it the steepest, the train cars actually rotate while you're inside so you don't notice them spinning. So cool. Cannot wait.
Just to give you an idea of how big and impressive this piece of engineering is, you can see it behind me. Holy crap, that is steep. It's about to be like a roller coaster ride instead of public transportation. Like Erin said, the cylindrical design of these cars allow it to rotate as you climb up the mountain so that you can't even tell that you're climbing. There are markers inside the car that show you how steep the incline is that you're climbing, and it's really interesting to be on this funicular. It feels like you're moving left to right when you're looking out of the window, even though you're traveling almost straight up with the cars almost stacked on top of each other at some points during the journey.
It genuinely doesn't feel like you're going up. That's what I'm really.
All right, we have just made it off of the Stoobahn funicular. I think that's the actual proper name for it. That was awesome. Like, you have no idea you're even going up. You can see like the cars rotate as you keep going higher and higher. It feels like you're moving horizontally, especially when you go through the tunnels and it's dark. You can't tell.
If you weren't looking out the window, you'd have no idea you're moving up, besides the fact that your ears are popping.
Yeah, it's an incredible piece of engineering.
But now we just have a short 15-minute walk down this gravel road to the chairlifts that are going to take us to the top of the ridgeline hike.
Yep, off to Klingenstock we go.
All right, guys, we've made it.
Yeah, from a train to a bus to a funicular to a gondola, we're at the top. Just the beginning of the journey. Kind
Let's
of.
go. But first, bathroom break. Please note if you come up here, there's only a bathroom at the start and then at the finish. So use it before you start hiking.
Our hike today is going to go along this ridgeline, which is just under 3 miles. You could barely see it, but there is another mountaintop station at the other end, so don't have to worry about backtracking.
Let's go.
Alright, so we wanted to explain why we started on the Klingenstock side versus the Fronalpstock side over there. So on the Klingenstock side, the only thing that is there is a good lookout point, a picnic table if you want to do that, and bathrooms. Importantly, bathrooms. Like Aaron said, there's only a bathroom on either end. So the plan is to walk all the way over there, probably can't see it, to Fronalpstock, where there is a couple of activities, hopefully a good beer at the end, and a fun surprise. So let's get to walking.
So this weather is just absolutely beautiful. There's not a cloud in the sky. And according to the radar, it was supposed to be like a cloudy day. So we are just feeling so lucky. The views are amazing. You can see the crystal clear Lake Lucerne. Just magical. So magical. The walkway, super wide, fairly easy. Definitely getting more steep now. So we are about a third of the way done with the trail right now. Lake Lucerne is right behind me, and then there's a little picnic spot over here somewhere. Just so you know, whenever you're going along the trail, it is a ridgeline, obviously, but there's no trees. So the later in the day we get, the hotter that it's getting, and also the more people who are starting to get here. So, pro tip, get here early.
Like we alluded to earlier, we had said something about a Hawaii ridgeline hike that we had done previously. And if you were curious about this one, it's not as dangerous as the Hawaii hikes that we've done before. I know that some people are scared of hikes. Don't let that deter you when you're coming here. There are definitely steep drop-offs on both sides of us, but the paths are super wide. Everything is very safe. There's ropes and chains if you need to hang on to them. It's pretty easy going. There are a lot of stairs, so if you have weak knees, maybe keep that in mind. There are quite a lot of stairs. It doesn't matter which way you're coming from because we're going down them now, and I can see that we're going to be going up them here shortly.
So we're about halfway done right now, and somebody always asks us whenever we're on the trail, how are you hiking in sandals? Well, these are Chacos. They're like the best hiking shoes ever. Do you need hiking shoes to do this? No. Chacos all day.
Literally, as we were filming that, somebody walked by and said, "Ooh la la, sandals." Always somebody says something about the sandals. While I definitely condone hiking in Chacos, and I've done much more dangerous hikes than this one, hiking shoes is always probably the #1 choice. I just prefer my toes out. So don't take the advice from us and get yourself hurt. Just know that you don't have to have shoes. But I definitely wouldn't be wearing flip-flops up here.
I just love the sound of those cowbells. It is the cutest, most precious sound, and it's everywhere all the time. Love it. Oh my God. It was all worth it. So we've just completed the first probably 3/4 of the hike. Now we're on the last little bit, which is the giant hill.
Okay, so like Aaron said, we're about to climb the last final stretch, which is the steepest part of the hike whenever you go the direction we did. So before we make it to the top and to the big surprise at the end, I wanted to cover the price because this is the most expensive hike we have ever done in our entire lives. To get from Lucerne to the Stoobahn, it was 1120 francs. Keep in mind we do have the half fare pass, so that makes it a little bit cheaper. But it was $11.20 for the both of us to get there. It'll be $11.20 for both of us to get back. So it was at $22.40. And then to come up here, do the hike, the Stoobahn, the chairlift, we actually purchased the Peak Experience ticket, which gives you access, unlimited access to everything over here. And that is 56 francs. With the half fare price, it's 44, and that's per person. So it was 88 for the both of us. By my math, I believe that's 110 francs, which probably translates to about 130 US dollars. But just because it's expensive doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. It's a beautiful hike up here. It's very well maintained. You get to ride the steepest funicular in the world, which is super cool, and everybody likes a good chairlift ride. But let's go start our ascent up to the top and to Aaron's favorite part of the hike, supposedly. It's the final countdown.
Oh God. We made it! Oh, we're doing the surprise! No! There's goats, and you can pet them. They said they're really, really friendly, so let's go make some friends. He's so cute. He looks like a cow. Yes, you do. The best goat I've seen all day. Don't tell the others. Oh my God! There's babies over there. Hello, little babies. Are you enjoying some snacks? Oh my God. Oh my God. That is the cutest thing I've seen. Oh my God. Can we have them? Can we keep them?
Is the hike worth it?
Yes. The hike was so worth it. I don't even remember the big hill anymore, okay? This is everything. I can't think of a more Switzerland image. Chairlift, cows, mountains. This is perfect.
So I was just saying, this one's got a little bell. That one over there's got a really big bell. So like, what does bell signs mean? Is that like, do they like this cow better since his bell's bigger, so he gets bigger bells? It's a favoritism? I don't know. Let me know. If you know, put it down below.
Alright guys, so we made it to the end of the hike. We went to the restaurant at the top, had some beers, relaxed. This place is truly stunning.
It is. I know that I was talking about how expensive it was earlier, but there are a lot of things that you can do here. I'm going to try to find a map and put it over. It's not only the Stoos Ridgeline hike, but there's just tons of hikes throughout this whole, you have like access basically to the whole area. So there's a lot more to do. We're actually about to go back down to Stoos and then off to Morark, I believe. Queen Elizabeth said it was the most beautiful place on earth back in the 1800s, so we're gonna find out.
We'll be the judge of that. Not really. I'm sure it's absolutely beautiful, but Stoos was breathtaking. Super easy. I really think that anyone could do it. Kids, it doesn't really matter. And they allow dogs on the trail too,
Yep.
which we didn't know before we got here. There was a lot of fun puppies, which was really fun for us. We love dogs. But yeah, it was a super easy trail and the views were rewarding every single angle. It doesn't matter where you point the camera. It was beautiful everywhere.
It really was. I think Aaron said this earlier. It does get cold after a while. Even though we just got done with the hike, like as soon as we sat down, it got cold. It's a little bit windy on this side of the hike, so dress accordingly.
Yeah, put the jackets back on. But anyway, if you liked this video, please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to, please.
It really helps us out.
It really, really does help us out. And until next time.
Ooh. That's where our boat ride tomorrow ends, Aaron.
Boat ride.
Switzerland's most underrated scenic railway. We'll catch you next week.
Don't touch that. Why don't you sit down?
Did I shock you?
I don't like this. If I save them, can I keep them? I think the coos need someone to love them. We should go down there.
So we've made it on the train.
Schätzte Fahrgäste, in wenigen Minuten treffen wir in Goldau auf Längsnestein.